online Periscope, online Facebook, and getting online too. Oh, there's my 8:30 alarm. That means it's time to go live, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting to go live on the YouTube. There we go. We should be up live. What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? It's One Up Me Night, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Best road.
Sure is.
What did I say? Best road. No, what did I say?
Best read trip.
Best read trip.
Brr.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Best
Read?
read.
The best read trip. Yep, the best read trip.
You might want to specify geocaching road trip.
Oh, I think that's a given considering this is the geocaching podcast.
Wow.
We're live, so calling
It's-
our listeners idiots isn't the smartest thing to do.
I never said that.
That's what you were implying. Chad implied.
I'm not calling them
I
idiots.
get the approval
I'm
on the
saying
implyment
people, geocachers of all people, like to skirt the rules just a little bit, right?
there.
I'm an idiot anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Chad, you're not an idiot because I'm an idiot and you're not in any of the meetings. All right, Colin Studios ready.
Let me fix this. What show number are we in?
Guys, One Up Me
629.
tonight. Everybody who calls and gets a prize, courtesy of Practical Geocaching. Thank you guys so much for supplying the prizes tonight. So, everybody who wins gets a prize. Everybody. 8:31. You ready, Chad?
Yep.
Let me hear you. Give me a sound check real quick.
Sound check real quick. Yes.
Jesse, give me a sound check real quick.
Sound check 1, 2. I don't always talk into the mic, so this is my sound check.
Yeah, but you usually talk louder than that too. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. For the record, guys, I put nothing in my show notes this week. I've been super busy at work. So you got to call in because
So
I have
start calling.
We have some emails and stuff like that. But okay, I'm hitting the record button. All right. Record button is on. Okay, here we go. Here we go in 3, 2, 1.
You wanna know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. But come on, take a chance now. So go, geocache. And if you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It is Wednesday. It's 8:30, which means that it is once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Birch. We have shorted it, spanning the phones, and please welcome to my virtual left, my co-host, Chaz. 427.
Howdy, y'all. Have you ever had one of those epic road trips like the Griswolds? Ever wonder what it would be like with a GPSR? More important, have you done an epic road trip with a GPS and some geocachers? If so, give us a call.
Jenny, whole paragraph there.
Yeah, I'm
Whole paragraph there.
talkative tonight.
I can't follow that. Tonight's episode 629, recorded live on August 19th, 2020, is the infamous One Up Me contest. Where's my sound? That's right. Best road trip story, or Jesse says best geocaching road trip story, because Jesse thinks we're all idiots. Give us a call. 808, phone lines are open. So give us a call, 808-468-7924. That is 808-GOT-SWAG. And for you international callers, look, Chad, you took so long, the music's over. That's how long. And for you international callers, you can give us a call free via the web at callinstudio.com/show/GCPC. Yeah, guys, One Up Me contest, best road trip story, guys. Give us a call. Remember, just because you went someplace cool doesn't mean it's going to win. You know, the odd ones usually win. So don't think you got a bad one, because you'd be surprised. Because, you know, remember, it's me, Chad, and the chat room get to decide who wins the infamous coin, Chad, among other goodies. But the infamous One Up Me contest coin that you can only get if you win the contest. But first, Chad, before we get into the show, so guys, start calling. Give us a call, 808-468-7924. As you can see, Jesse is already taking phone calls, so give us a call and talk to the beautiful Jessie Brown and tell her hello. And tell her we're not idiots. Tell her that. Say, stop calling us geocachers idiots. That's what I want you to do, because she thinks she says that I didn't specify geocaching road trip, and I said I think that's assumed considering this is a geocaching podcast. And she said, "Well,
Yep.
so read into that what you will, guys." Let's talk Patreon, Chad. You know, guys, cost a lot of money to make this show work. We're now doing 2 shows. We got a show this Saturday, Chad.
Ooh.
We got a show this Saturday, and we could really use your help. The guys, we we have two ways you can help out the show. One of them is you go to paypal.me. That's PayPal.me/the geocaching podcast, and you may give us a one-time payment, whether it is $5 or $50 or whatever. You give us anything you want. We'd appreciate it very much. Or better yet, Chad,
Mm-hmm.
you become a patron of the show.
Woohoo.
Patreon.
Get anything with that?
Oh, Chad, do you get stuff with this? You get extra audio, extra video only available to our patron members. You get patron only shows. You get a path tag. You get a sticker. You get eventually a coin that's we are in the works of getting. You get stuff in our shop for cost with the patron code. And,
Like shirts that say 2020 sucks?
You get a shirt that says 2020 sucks on it. Yes, you do. So you get all that good stuff. And so we appreciate all our subscribers. We love all our patrons. And Chad, hey, DT Charlie Chad upped her pledge to the gold star status. So we love her.
Awesome.
Became a gold star. We love, oh, not you. There we go. There's the gold star. Yeah, we love our gold star. So thank you, DT Charlie, for upping your pledge from the intro pledge to the gold star pledge, just like that, Chad. So we thank her so much. So anything you guys can do to help out, become a patron of the show, you give us a call. Not a call. You give us you go to online, you go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the geocaching podcast.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS. It features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at Cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
And tonight we're also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork are the creators of the fantastic logbook, made with genuine write in the rain paper. The logbook designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who would rather go caching than do cache maintenance. Find them at logwork.com. That's LOGWERK.com.
And it's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher Magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. With 6 issues a year, FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com.
And by the Max Suds Body Company. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Begone soap, itch spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Suds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxsudsbody.com. That's MACSUDSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL geocaching.com.
And by Arted Crafted. Arted Crafted creates unique geocaching themed tees and custom designs for you or your geocaching group, with adult sizes ranging from small to 5XL. If you have an idea for a shirt design and cannot find it, then you've come to the right place. Please give us your opportunity to show you how we can enhance your caching experience with your own custom designs. Visit them at artedcrafted.com. That's ARTEDCRAFTED.com.
And finally, by pattags.com for all your swag and pattag needs. Visit our website to get creative help, to trade or log tags, or to purchase your own personalized pat tags. With over 39,000 tags to collect, pattags.com is everything you need to start your pat tag obsession. Visit them at pattags.com. That's PATHAGS.com.
Thank you, Chad. And as always, you can find links to all our sponsors on our website or, Chad,
Or in our show notes.
in our show notes, Chad. Guys, give us a call, 808-468-7924, 808-GOT-SWAG. If you have a road trip story, let's get that queue going, man, before we start this show. In the meantime, Chad, news. We got some news here, so let's take the time here. Jesse's telling me free shipping in the store, guys. You want to make sure I can't give him this code. Guys, if you want the code for free shipping, it's a long code.
Put it in the chat room.
Did you? Okay. It's in the show notes. Or you have to order a minimum of $45 in the US. Ends August 21st, 2020 at 5 p.m. Central Time. Yes. We got some emails, Chad. We got that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I got mail. Yay! I got mail. Yay!
So, Chad, I'm going to start from Merlin 1392, who's in the chat room, as a matter of fact. He must have a story. He goes, listening to the geocaching podcast, I heard about not looking at the wonders of the world promotion and just going caching. Remember we were talking about that
Mm-hmm.
that little thing? I kind of did that. On Wednesday, I had the opportunity for an FTF and wanted to see how the promotion would be populated. I got my first stamp. On Friday, the wife and I went for a bike ride along a power trail to get ready for a trip to Mackinac Island for some serious biking and caching. We only found 22 caches today, but when I was logging them, Jesse, are you talking to me? She must be on the phone. Okay, sorry. I heard Jesse talking, and it looked like she was talking to me. Sorry, Jess, I thought you were talking to me. While I was logging them, we only found 22 caches today, but while I was logging them, completely forgetting about the promotion, since I had a bigger trip planned with a buddy tomorrow, the congratulations, you've earned a souvenir popped up. I realized what was happening and wondered how many I would collect by the time I was done logging. Yep, in the 22 caches, I got the last 13 stamps plus the final souvenir, Chad. I didn't really look and just went caching. This was way easier than the museum promotion from Merlin 1392. Well, Chad, Jesse and I did this too. Jesse and I went caching on Sunday. Okay. And we found, how many did we find, Jess? Like 30?
I found 25, and that was one
20.
more than you.
I found 24. And we both, Chad, finished it.
I was planning on going caching,
Well, at least
and then the temps went to 110 degrees, and it's been 110. Actually, it went up to 110 degrees on Friday, and it's been 100. It's been up to it's been at least 105 every day since then. So it was 110 on Saturday and Sunday both. So I armchaired one challenge cache to get my souvenir.
there you go. See El Rojo. Yeah, that's his unchallenged. There you go. That's what Merlin did. El Rojo. Merlin did it. Jesse and I did not. Jesse and I halfway through looked and figured out what we needed. We couldn't.
But but I also looked what I was planning on doing, which was about 20 caches, and with the path that I was going, I would have hit them all. So
we got it fairly 22 caches. We got it. Yeah,
it's not that difficult.
Way easier than the other one, than the last year's promotion, than the museum one. Yeah, we're done. We got it in one day. 24 caches, got them all. I think, and we got them all with less than 24. I think we got them like 20 or 21, didn't we, John?
Yeah, we did have like some duplicates in there that
Yeah.
we could have done it in less.
So yeah, we did it. We got it too. But I saw Merlin's. I'm like, oh, Jess, we should see if we can do it in one shot. And I went after I saw this. She's like, okay. So I found that area that I wanted to hit last week, and yeah, we did. It's done. So Chad, I got this email yesterday. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Blazon. Blazon just came to our house earlier in the week, or late last weekend. Like, when did he come here? Just last week.
No, it was like Monday.
Was it Monday?
I want to say it was Monday. I don't even know what day it is.
This week's
I only know it's Wednesday because we're doing the podcast. That's the only reason I know it's Wednesday.
So he sent me this. He says, saw the topic for tomorrow's episode. I won't be able to call in as I will be flying home at that time from my week of caching here in the Midwest. I will submit this, however, as my entry for the One Up Me. Now, Chad, obviously this is not eligible, guys, because it is an email and not a call in. The rule is it's got to be called in. Okay. But Chad, that being said, this would win. So whoever you guys calling in tonight, and y'all better call in tonight, because y'all are lucky that he didn't call in, because he would have won hands down. Chad, are you ready for this entry? This is an entry. This is the legit entry to this cache. What he did is he flew into Chicago, and him and his sister took a road trip around the Midwest. Okay. And he came by our house, and so he says, this is one for the history books, is how it starts. This is on the cache GL 12A Q3K4.
No, that's his.
Oh,
that's his log.
Oh, I'm so sorry. This is on the cache. I don't know what the.
I'll put it in the. I'll put it in the.
I don't know. It's WBG5 Sculpture Walk is what it is. It's a regular. Okay, so this is one for the history book. About a month ago, I planned my visit to West Bend for the Geo Tour. Oh, he's on. He's here. He's watching right now. Dude, I'm reading this right. I'm reading it right now, Robert. I flew out from New Jersey yesterday into Chicago and drove up here for a day and a half before heading south. Because of wandering around yesterday, we had plenty to scramble and do and do completely the geo tour this morning. We were making good time in that goal, but another event had to happen. There you go, Chad. Geocaching is all about the story. We all have them. Our first hunt, first find, trips we've taken, friends we've met. I came to the geocache as a married man. In 2001, my wife and I sought our first geocache. Not thinking anyone would believe we found it, we videotaped the entire experience. Since then, my geocaching story has had many episodes. This geocache will be one of the anchor points in that story. I arrived as a married man, as I said. I left, Chad, as a single man. Last week, my lawyer informed me that the divorce proceedings would be conducted this morning via Zoom. I explained that would be in Wisconsin, but since it was a virtual procedure that could be done on the hunt, so I found the geocache, walked to the bench, called into the court, met the judge, did what needed to be done, signed the log for the geocache, and left. Ain't technology great? Seriously, this could not have been done a few years ago. Yes, this is a geocache that will always be remembered by me. This was a wonderful stop along the West Bend Geo Tour and in my geocaching story. Thank you for being a part of that. I appreciate it. And Chad has currently on the screen, this is him being sworn in to get divorced. That, my friends, is a road trip story.
You can see the cache there on the bench next to him.
That is the
spoiler alert on the cache container.
Robert, if you call in, this is over. The night is over. You win. At least in my. Let's put it this way. You got my vote. Let's put it that way, because that is the greatest story ever. So
you can tell he's a geocacher. He's got the GPS on the hip. He's got the cache container out beside him.
So Robert, fantastic story. And the guys, I actually emailed them back saying, dude, you have to call in from the plane. You have to call in from the plane. You will hands down win this contest. That is the greatest road trip story ever. That's the kind of story that wins, guys. So if you got a story like that, you give us a call. So I love that story. Robert's lucky, and you all are lucky that he is on a plane right now in Cancullen. He would win this contest. So that being said, Chad, road trip stories, Chad. I've got them. You must have them with you and your buddies.
I've got them. I didn't kind of mentally. I didn't mentally prepare. I'm a geocaching idiot, as your wife would say. So
yes, we all are, aren't we all? Yes. I have many stories. I don't want to tell my story.
Yeah.
Your stories, guys. Give us a call 808-468-7924. Every call wins a prize. Let me hear your road trip stories. We've all got good ones. We all got good ones. All right, I'm gonna take my first call here. I've got Merlin. 1392 out of Michigan. Hello, sir.
Hey, how are you doing, guys?
How you doing, Merlin?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for reading my email, and that was a fun, fun little surprise.
Your email was a fun surprise.
That was the caching. How quickly they forget. I got my souvenirs on the 22 finds on the trail.
Yes, I know. Yeah, shockingly, it was not difficult to do. We were surprised as well how easy it was. Yes,
Yeah, it was really easy, and I didn't get divorced on my road trip, but I think I got a good one. You ready?
Oh wait, hold on. I have to take a call. Chad, listen to his thing. Okay. This is important.
Oh, is this Robert?
This is an important call from my kid's coach. I have to take it. So
all right.
Okay, I'll listen. Go ahead, Merlin.
You doing, Chad? I didn't hear it well.
Sorry. Go ahead. Let's hear your story.
All right. Here we go. So it promised to be a beautiful Saturday in June the 23rd, 2018 to be exact. A new series of caches was kicking off with an event in Manistee, Michigan. My good friend Neil Moore invited me along. Little did I know what was to be in store. The drive would take about 2 hours to the northwest, and I had to go about 30 minutes to get to Neil's house, where we met. I awoke just before 6 a.m. like any other normal workday and prepared to head out. We met, and I volunteered to drive. I had no idea what that would mean. The ride to the event was great. We shared stories, caught up with geocaching tales, and recently released videos. Once we got to the event, we met up with CC Squire, another good friend from our area. He was camping with his wife and sister-in-law and asked if we had room in the car for another. We cheerfully agreed as we knew another one would help with the series of caches we were about to get. The event was at a historical museum in a small town of Manistee. Our host, named A.G. Hudley, is a real railroad history buff and has released several hundred caches that embody the spirit of lost railroad towns and tracks. He's called the Silent Whistle series. The new creation was T-Rails meandering northeasterly. We learned of the route and the caches to acquire. We would only need to find 64 to complete the series, and a lesser number would earn the reward for the trail. After Neil gathered more video for his Cache Tales series, we hit the road about 10:30 a.m. We had a packet of paper maps in several sections, no GPX file or cache tour to help guide us. It didn't look too hard, and the caches were relatively close together. This should only take a few hours, we thought. We made some FTFs and followed other caches. Some were along the main routes, others were in more rustic trails. We were making good progress, ticking off caches, gathering required intel, signing logs, generally having a grand adventure. Around 6 p.m., we began to get hungry. We only had snacks in the car to that point. We found a nice little restaurant and had dinner. We evaluated our remaining caches. It didn't seem like it would take too long. We had most of the western portion complete and only needed some eastern ones, only like about 20. We only have like X more would be our mantra for the day. As day turned to night, we continued our journey. We were told of a couple of caches that were daytime only. It turned out to be around midnight when we got to those. So we approached with extreme stealth and lights off. A lot more two-track trails than before, dew and dampness of the night was setting in. This was going to be an adventure to remember. Neil and CC Squire took turns hopping out as I made my way along two-track after two-track. The going got slower as we got closer. Both shoes, socks, pants were getting soaked, but we only have like X more. We can't quit now. We've come this far. So around 3:30 a.m., we finally headed towards home. Neil in the navigator position now, who was afraid to fall asleep for fear that I would too. He wanted one of us awake to witness the accident that was surely about to happen. DC Squire passed out in the back as we made our way to Neil's house. We got to Neil's about 5 a.m., and I started to take CC Squire home. I realized that I had about another hour and a half if I took him all the way home, and I had to go right by my house. I asked if it was okay if he stayed in our spare bedroom. He said, sure, if I can shower. That was easy to answer at 5 o'clock in the morning. We showered quickly, and we both hit the hay. I closed the door to the bedroom because I knew what was next. My head hit the pillow at 5:45 a.m., 5 minutes short of exactly 24 hours.
Wow.
The
24
next
hours?
morning, I got up about 9 a.m. and went to the kitchen. Why is the spare bedroom door closed? My wife asked. Well, that's a long story, I said. That's CC Squire in there who took a nap so that I could get home sooner. He awoke about 10:30 and I took him home, ending the most awesome 24-hour caching experience to date. We found all 64 caches. We were the first ones to complete the whole trail, and we got a path tag for our effort.
Path tag.
The CO asked about the ones to the east that were daytime only, and we all kind of skirted the answer with a smile. However, as much fun as it was then, we all agreed we never wanted to do it again. That's my story.
20.
Awesome. So
I
I
know
have,
2/3 of it, but man, I mean, 24 hours? Oh my God.
so
Yeah, almost 24 exact hours to get 64 caches in the upper part of Michigan.
I have to ask. You said there was no GPX, and you had a map of where they were. Did it have coordinates on the map, or were you pretty much doing a lot more hunting than you normally would?
No, we did have a list of the cache coordinates.
Okay.
So we had the map would show it was like a Google Earth map with the cache on it, and then we had a list of the coordinates. So whoever was in the back was typing the coordinates into one of our phones, and then after we found one, the phones would get passed around the car, so we were navigating to the next one off the next phone.
Okay. Awesome.
So that part
But-
wasn't too bad.
That part wasn't too bad, but sound like it got pretty humid. I guess muggy early in the or late at night, early in the AM.
Yeah. The dew. I want to say the day was like 80, 85 for late June, and the night got into the 50s. So we got a lot of heavy dew, and we were walking through a lot of ferns, and they collected the dewness, and then you were just sweeping through them and just getting soaked.
Wow.
And the best I've ever done is 17 hours caching, and that was I can't imagine doing another 5 hours, more than that. No. 17, 18, 19, 20,
Yeah, I think
20,
I drove like 600 miles that night.
Oh. Ugh.
So it was fun. It was a blast. But like I said, I didn't get married. I didn't get divorced. We all had a great time.
Thanks, Merlin. Thank you for calling in.
All right.
You're welcome,
Good luck,
guys.
sir.
Have a great night.
Good luck. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye.
All right, we've got guys, give us a call 808-468-7924 808 got swag. You got a story. Let's hear it. Give it up. Give us a call. We've got Carrot Killer. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir. How are things in dude, you're in Texas. How you doing? Texas is ugly out there.
Doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Getting by.
Everybody well and safe?
Yeah, not too bad.
Okay, good.
It is business as usual here.
Okay. Are you back at work?
Oh yeah, I've been back. We are back at normal pace.
Oh wow. Okay, good. Well,
Yeah.
not gonna send you away anywhere, are they?
There's plans for January to go back to California.
Okay, well, that's not like Saudi Arabia. I mean, it's not horrible.
No.
It's not out of the country. When do you? Why aren't you
Right.
retiring like February?
I have 1 year and 5 months left.
Oh, so it's next. Okay, all right. So
Yeah.
what do you? So what do you got? I know you go on ridiculous road trips, so I knew you'd be calling in. What do you got for me?
I know I've been on a lot of road trips.
I know you
but
have.
I don't have anything that super crazy has happened, but I have one story. I don't anticipate to win, but
Does it involve the
Um,
Jeep?
it does involve Jeep.
Jeep.
So we were fresh here trying to do our Texas County Challenge, and we had gone up to the Texas Panhandle, and we had a plan to do the Panhandle in 3 days. I don't know,
Wait, hold on.
75 or 80 counties.
Hold on a second. Is that like a ridiculous amount, Chad? Is that ridiculous to do that in 3 days, or is that plausible?
What was it? Sorry. I was looking at the Cal Fire map. Sorry.
He was hanging on every word.
the Texas Panhandle
The Texas Panhandle.
in 3 days. Is that plausible or is that crazy?
That is a shitload of area to
Oh,
cover
it's
in
right
3
there.
days.
This is why we get bad stuff.
Oh, sorry. That is a crap ton of area to cover in 3 days.
All right. So that's impressive in itself. Okay.
Yes.
Continue. Okay.
Yeah, so it was winter anyhow. And, it doesn't snow where we live or where we came from in Georgia.
Mhm.
It's pretty much, warm weather people.
Sure.
But we drive up to the Panhandle. We start to see snow on the ground. And as we continue going north, there's more and more snow. And at this point, I don't know, it's probably like 10 or 11 at night. And we're just stopping at some county in the middle of nowhere to get a cache. And we pull off the road into the snow. And then all of a sudden, our car sinks. And I should mention, we were not in the Jeep. We were in a rental car of a Toyota Corolla.
Oh
And then we
no!
get out.
You don't get it now. A Toyota Corolla.
Yeah, I was driving it like a Jeep because that's what I'm used to, but it was a
No.
Toyota Corolla.
No.
So I get out and I see that I drove on the snow, but I'm actually underneath the snow. It's just all brown, muddy water.
Mhm.
And I cannot get this Corolla out no matter how much we try, how much we pull.
Did you rock it? You got
Trying to,
you
like-
have to rock the car.
Yeah, we tried to rock it.
Right.
We tried to put things under the tire. Nothing worked.
Yes, boards under the tires.
But we are out in the complete middle of nowhere, like
Mhm.
a town with a couple hundred people. And so I'm sitting at the crossroads hoping somebody will come by. Nobody comes by.
Is
We
it still,
eventually
is it
get
still
a number of
snowing?
a tow company.
Is it still snowing at this time? Just out of curiosity. Or is it
Oh
done
yeah,
still?
it's still snowing.
Do you
It's
have
still snowing.
do you have cell signal?
We have cell signal,
Okay.
and we found a tow company.
Mhm.
And the guy's like, I will be there in like 45 minutes.
Mhm.
And so we were waiting. He finally arrives at our location. And what is he in?
A Corolla.
But a Jeep.
A Jeep.
He arrived in the Jeep, which we normally would be driving. And he just hooks his winch up, pulls us out, and charges us $200 and sends us on our way.
Don't you love when they do that? That's my favorite. You know.
Yeah, it is. It's 3 minutes a week, $200.
You know, my greatest story of that, and this is totally off topic, but it's real funny, is that like in the mid '90s, I got my car. I locked my keys in my car in Chicago, the city of Chicago. Now, like this is back. I had a Ford Probe. There was a '91 Probe. You know, you had to use your keys. You lock your keys in the car. It happened all the time. So I had to call the company. Guy came on, said $150. I gave him $150 cash. He went chunk. Thank you. Like that was it. Literally 10 seconds. I had to pay him $150 in cash for that, for chunk, like that little stick.
Yep.
Yep.
That was it. I'm like, you mother.
What?
I
So
don't
who's
know.
cursing now?
Nothing. I'm not cursing. All right. So you're stuck in
So-
some. So you
all
you
the
don't know how
money
to
we were
drive it.
trying to save.
Do you even
What's
know?
that?
Do you even know how to drive in snow? Do you know?
Yeah, I don't have to drive in snow, man.
No, I'm saying, do you even know how to? Do you even like know how to? Have you ever driven in snow before?
When I lived in Germany, there was some snow, but I don't really anticipate. I don't remember doing anything different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So
It wasn't. I've never been somewhere where it's like it snows the entire winter.
Really.
If that means anything, like in Germany, it would snow and then it would melt. It wasn't
So
like
you've never
a
had
constant
you've never
thing.
had snow on the ground constantly. You've never lived anywhere that had snow constantly on the ground.
No, never.
All right. So you're not an expert snow driver. The difference between.
Not even a novice.
He's the ones to be wary of if you're out there on the
When it
snow.
snows and you're like, oh
Yeah.
god, rookie behind the wheel in front of me.
It's like when it would ice over in Houston, it was like I stayed off the roads, not because I didn't know how to drive. It's because nobody there knew how to drive.
They shut all the schools down when when they get a
yeah.
quarter of an inch of snow. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a good one, man. So, okay. Did you ever fear for your life, or did you like, nah, we'll be okay? You just got to figure it out.
Oh, I knew we'd be okay.
Right. So you just got stuck.
All we needed to do was find the guy who wanted to make some money.
The one guy who wanted to get out of his seat and get into the truck and drive 45 minutes in the snow to come bail you
Yeah.
out.
So we can continue cashing.
Did you keep cashing?
Yeah, we kept going for a few hours. We ended up sleeping at a rest area somewhere.
In the Corolla?
Yeah, man.
I can't do that. I don't know how you do that. You do that. I can't sleep in a car. I can't. I can't sleep sitting up, let alone in a car.
On big road trips, our rule is usually one night in a hotel, one night in the car.
And so what do you just
Like
lean the seat
alternate.
back? What do you just lean the seat back kind of a thing? What do you do?
Yeah, lean the seat back all the way and go to sleep.
I couldn't do it.
Get a few hours sleep,
Chad,
and then
can you
back
do
on the road.
I've tried to do it before and have failed.
Really?
So,
I don't think Jessie could either. She's on a call right now, but I bet you she couldn't either.
but if I can get
It's easy
15,
if you get an SUV and you can like fold the seats down and then you just lay back there.
Yeah, Jessie was like that. Jessie's like, why don't we do that? She's like, she wanted to get something that big like that. She's like, then we could just sleep in the back. I'm like, I don't know if I could do that. Like, I need to be like, I'm a very like, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. A snooty sleeper. Like, I need to be cool. I need like, I can't be hot. I can't like, I don't know.
something like that, I need a 15-minute power nap. If I can get a 15-minute power nap, then I'm good. And my body naturally wakes up after that 15 minutes. But if I go past that 15 minutes, oh, I'm hosed. For some reason, it's like if I go past that 15 minutes, it's like if I go 45 minutes or something, and then I wake up, and then I'm like, I'm dead. It's like my body, I don't know, something. There's something about that 15-minute power nap.
Yeah. So, Carrot, we wanted to go out east for Thanksgiving. I don't know what's going to happen, man. The Rona just won't go away.
No, it won't.
That's really irritating.
But hey, man, Georgia, they don't care about the Rona, so I'm headed there
oh, you
next week.
You are. You're like you're asking for the Rona is what you're doing. You are literally asking
Well,
for the
you
Rona.
know, I had my child custody thing got pushed back from April, and then I just got called and they said, "Hey, your court date is happening." So I have to go to Georgia.
Oh, you're kidding.
Ooh.
Oh, good. Oh,
Yeah.
See, something like that. Okay, that you go for. I agree with you. Yes. Something
Yeah.
like that. Absolutely.
So I'm like, man, Georgia is the absolute worst state to be in.
I know. That's all. Like, I was like, what are you doing? You're like asking for it. You're like, yes, please. Serve me up a side of Rona, please. Can I have that, please?
Crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have that with my biscuits, please. Yes. So,
Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck with that, buddy. So yeah, I wanted to go. I wanted to
Thanks.
go drive the East Coast with you guys in the fall, but I don't think it's going to happen. But me and Jesse are briefly talking 2021. The what's it, Jesse? Help me. The we've talked about before. 2021. We've talked about in the fall, going to
ET Highway.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Vegas.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Carrot?
We could maybe do that.
I'm there, man.
Maybe
I flew in there once. I
late
got like super cheap tickets. It was something like $175 round trip for me and Leslie.
Yeah, we'll go
Like total price.
We'll go like late October,
Nice.
early November, where it's like nice and cool in the desert, and we'll get a whole bunch of listeners to go with us. And we'll have a caravan, and we'll do like the ET Highway in an hour and a half. Because we'll just freaking leapfrog with 20 cars. We'll have it done in 2 hours. Then we'll go gamble.
You know,
and drink booze.
I did
and go to the bunny
I
ranch.
recently did a power trail. It was 650 multis, and there was 12 cars.
And how long did it take you? Like 2 hours? How long did it take you?
No, it was still like I don't know, 6-7 hours.
Yeah.
You took one cash, and then you would drive like a mile before it was your
Oh, and
turn
I know.
again.
And you're just waving like, show me the cash. Show me the cash. I don't judge. Go ahead, man. We all play our own way. I'm glad Scott's not in this room. He'd be screaming at me right now. But yeah, I'm sure we'll get listeners. If we can plan this out right correctly, we can get listeners. We can get like 6 cars. Caravan. Chad, you in?
Easily.
Chad, you in?
I'm in.
Chad's in. Come on.
When Corona's out, I'm in.
Well, dude, if we go in like next year, like next October, November, Corona's got to be done.
Next October, I'm planning on doing hopefully the going caching is going to be Mega's going to be back out.
Is that late? Is that okay? So we'll have to go.
That's in October.
Yeah, it's always in October.
So early November then, or mid-November. I'm not going to Georgia till the Rona's gone.
Oh yeah.
Georgia's
We
crazy.
can spend Thanksgiving on the ET Highway.
I know, right? We'll
I can do that.
Buttered turkey, like Jesse and I did a couple years ago. We had buttered turkey sandwiches for Thanksgiving dinner. It was fantastic.
So that'll be
I think we went to like Taco
We
Bell
went to
or
Taco
something.
Bell for Thanksgiving.
It was the only thing open.
Yeah,
It was awful.
taco Thanksgiving. Yeah.
So that'll be a birthday gift for myself because
There you go. See,
my birthday is always around Thanksgiving.
see, look,
Does it
Glenn
fall
Moore.
on Thanksgiving next year?
Right there, Glenn. I'm in. See, boom.
Next
One more
year,
car. Right there.
let's see here. Next year, it's the day before Thanksgiving.
What is your birthday?
His birthday.
My birthday.
Was it the big? What are you gonna be? The big 6-0? Is that what you're gonna be?
Oh, this year I turned the big 5-0. You know how old I am.
I know. I'm giving you crap. I know. All right, I gotta take phone calls. Carrie, good to talk to you, buddy. I'm glad
Hey,
you're
yeah.
safe. We'll talk to you
Yeah,
soon.
indeed.
Okay.
Talk to you guys later.
Talk to you. Bye-bye. Sorry, guys. We went down a rabbit hole. Hey, ET Highway rabbit hole. Sorry, guys. We got Joyful Nomads, Trudy and Ken. Hello, California. Hey.
Hello.
Another high Rona area. California. High Rona.
Not where we are.
All right. That's what they all say.
You know, I checked it out today. Out of the states, California is only 22nd out of the top 50 states. 22nd in the list
It's in the
for the number of cases per capita.
And who's the worst? It's got to be like Florida and Texas. It must be.
Florida was up there. I forget who was actually the worst, but Florida, Georgia, the usual suspects were in the top 10. So why we got a shit ton here? We just got a shit ton of people.
Dude, you keep swearing again, dude.
Okay.
You're killing me.
Why we have a crap ton? We have a crap ton of people. I'm sorry. I apologize to the iTunes listeners who
So what happened,
hate
guys, I was
cursing.
making fun of Chad earlier before the show came on because I was looking at our iTunes ratings and we were getting a bunch of bad reviews because we swear. And we don't. Do we really swear that much on this show? I don't think we do.
Yep.
Judy, do we swear a lot on this show?
Yes, you do.
Do we really?
We love you anyway.
Does it offend you guys that we swear a lot on this show? We don't. I literally make a
I
conservative.
apologize.
Swear. I make a conservative effort not to swear on the show. I do.
I don't have a nickname of Trude the Prude for nothing.
Truth the prude. Oh, Ken, you poor man.
Yep, poor Ken.
All right, so what do you got for
Is
me?
it my turn?
Yes, it's your turn. Go ahead.
We had a 42-hour day trip one time.
42 hours.
And I want to give you 42-hour day trip. So
Uh-huh.
to be legal, the actual caching part was about 24 hours, but the 42 is more epic. So
Okay.
I want to give you the backstory of why we did all these crazy trips. But in 2014, Ken was having some really strange symptoms. And after a visit to a doctor, the doctor told him he had 2 to 5 years left.
How long
So
ago
like
was
anybody
this?
else, we made a bucket list.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous.
And of top importance was to get a geocache in all 50 states and attend a mega, because there weren't very megas in 2014.
Right.
So in 2015, May 18th, we got up about 5 o'clock to catch an 8:30 flight to Cleveland, because that's real close to Maryland. And we arrived about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and rented a car.
Mm-hmm.
Since we were heading to Maryland for the mega, it made perfect sense to head west. So we grabbed
Of
2
course.
webcams in Ohio
Of course.
and
Makes perfect
continued
sense.
on west for 2 virtuals in Michigan. And we drove through Chicago, north to Wisconsin, just to grab a trad right over the border before turning back down towards Chicago.
Mhm.
By now, it's the middle of the night. It's no safe place to stay in Chicago.
No.
And Ken's brother wouldn't stay up late enough to see us.
Where's his
Twin
brother?
brother.
Hold on. Where's his brother?
Chicago,
Where in Chicago?
West Chicago
West
somewhere.
Chicago.
Out in the burbs.
He says, "Oh no, I go to bed too early, too early for that, and I get up too late."
The
So
burbs,
okay, we
West
missed him.
Chicago. Was it like Naperville? Where's what? You know what suburb it is?
No, we've never been there.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
It could be,
Okay.
it could be Boise, Idaho, for all I know. He wasn't seeing us, so.
Wait, I don't mean to like bury the lead here, but Ken's still alive. I mean, like,
Ken is still alive. I'll tell you the rest of
okay,
the time.
like you're like hanging me on that. Like, all right, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, he was diagnosed with ALS in 2014,
Okay. Oh, really?
but we're
Okay.
kicking its butt.
That's my,
Oh, I
fantastic.
swore.
That's
I said butt instead of booty.
that's all right. That's all right. I'll give you the bell for the swear.
Okay, so
I'll give you the
You're
swear
going to
bell. There you
hell.
go. Give the
I
swear
mean,
bell.
Jack,
You're going to heck. Gosh
we're
darn
going
it.
to heck.
Yeah, all right.
So we're driving through Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, I lost my track.
You're driving to Chicago. It's late at night.
We went back towards Chicago
pay attention here, Scott.
Okay.
This
because
is
this is
important.
the highlight of our trip.
Okay.
We wanted to get this one cache that we had just qualified. It's the only challenge on our trip, and it
Okay.
was called the Insane Cacher Challenge.
Hey, that's my
one
challenge.
busier day.
You know, it's a really, really loud
course.
cache, by the way. I don't know if you got it or not. Fun fact.
Say that again.
It's a really loud cache.
It is. I don't remember it honestly.
It's a land.
3 o'clock in the morning.
It's a
3 in the
land.
morning, and what I do remember, Scott, I remember we took the bison tube and replaced it with a film canister.
Oh, that's fantastic! I'm so happy. That's fantastic.
Shame.
That is fantastic. That is fantastic.
At this point, we decided it would be better not to get a hotel because I'm over 50% Scottish, and it was already late, and we wanted to get an early start in the morning, so we just kept going to get a webcam that's close by. You guys know Visions of Salt Creek?
Of course, yes, we've all gotten that. Yes.
Okay. So we're standing at the creek about 3 o'clock in the morning, and we cannot connect to the, what do you call it?
The website.
The website. But we did know that it takes a picture every 30 minutes.
Right, yeah, yes.
It
It's really
was
annoying. Maybe if you're lucky.
freezing.
If you're lucky.
We were
every 30
so
minutes.
freaking cold. So after about 30 minutes, we're standing on the bridge with flashlights on our faces, and we didn't know where to stand, so we split up. After 30 minutes, it was about 45 minutes, I think.
Oh yeah, it was a good 45.
We gave up and got back in the car and got warm. About 10 minutes later, the picture showed up, so we got to claim it.
Nice. Well done. Nice. Yeah.
Oh, wait, there's more.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Next, we headed to Indiana
Uh-huh.
for 2 oldies. We went to Critters and Turkey Run Stash.
Uh-huh.
Now it's about 10 in the morning, and we've been noticing a problem with our rental car for quite some time. So while we were close to Indianapolis, we exchanged vehicles. And because it was the weekend of the Indy 500, there were no vehicles.
Oh,
We had to
no.
wait for hours.
Oh,
Hours. We waited and got another rental car because there was something wrong with that one. So finally back on the road, we headed to a Jasmer Challenge that we had qualified for on another crazy trip the month before. We grabbed a virtual in Kentucky before heading northeast to Columbus, where we finally got a motel just before midnight.
wow.
So all told, we were awake 42 hours. We cashed 991 miles in 6 states. We only grabbed 16 caches.
Oh, my
and the
God.
next morning, we headed out to the Mega in
Okay.
Maryland.
I have to ask, Trudy, at this time, what was this?
Yes.
This was in 2016? When was it?
2014
14. How old were you?
2015.
How old were you in
or
2015?
15.
How old were you? You can just tell me how old Ken was. You don't have to tell me how old you were if you don't want to tell
Do you know how old you were? How many years? He was 63 at that
me.
point.
63, and he up for
Oh, wait,
42.
No, wait a minute.
Wait,
Changed.
wait.
We don't do math.
62.
62.
You were
And I
52.
just got disability for my ALS.
Yeah, when you're diagnosed with ALS, they fast track it, man.
Oh,
Get it right
really?
away.
It's called a T code.
Wow.
So
And-
that was one of several insane trips been on our geo bucket list, which is now complete. And we'll save the Alaska trip for later because that
Oh
one
my
was
God.
crazy. So the doctor's prediction of 2 to 5 years obviously is
yeah,
done. It's now 8 years. He
yeah,
has kind of a rare form of ALS. It moves a little slower, and we still cash, although it's quite modified. He has no use of his arm.
right.
So anyway, but we're not going to stop. And we bought a house with 30 stairs to get up to our flight. I mean, it makes no sense to buy a house with 3 stories,
3 stories.
but nobody ever called us normal.
Wow.
So 20
Wow.
hours of driving, 24 hours to stay within the 24-hour thing, but 42 hours all the
That's
way.
insane. I couldn't do 42 hours. No way. Oh, no way. Me
Well,
and Jesse would literally murder each other. We would murder each other. Really.
Well, we didn't get divorced,
Jesse, your
but I can't say
your mic's
all
off.
smooth going either.
Yeah.
Honestly, we didn't sleep that much, when the passenger, when we were trading, I was still able to drive then. I can't drive now. But we were trading off drivers. But I don't know. We were in brand new country, and the other person in the passenger seat didn't sleep much.
We were having a ball, and it's very
Gosh, man.
refreshing out at 3 in the morning standing over a creek. It wakes you up rather well.
Oh, I've cashed at 3 in the morning before. I just didn't do it out of a, I didn't cash for 24 hours, or 42
Yeah.
for that matter.
We
That's
went
impressive.
for a 24-hour trip. Jesse, did you get the map? We sent a map of our little trip.
Yes, we did. We do have the map. We'll show a
Oh,
map
yeah.
really quickly.
Let me find the map.
For the people who are actually watching this live. If you're listening to us at work,
I know
we
you have more
apologize.
people.
Right.
We do. So
Here it is.
This is the map that they
Here it
took, Chad.
is.
Jesse's gonna pull it up.
Yeah.
I'm
So
pulling
he has what is, I guess, known as flail arm syndrome variant of ALS. So I didn't want to say this before on there, but you guys brought it out. So yeah, Ken's a good friend. But now I got to give him a hug when I greet him because he can't shake hands or anything now. But I guess Judy, you signed all the logs now, right?
Dad, I can do an elbow bump.
Yeah, you can
Yeah, do an elbow bump. Okay.
You sign. He says you
No,
sign
he
all
can't
the
even
logs.
do that. But he can't, on a positive note, he can't slap me anymore either.
Yeah, true.
Slap me around anymore. He can't slap me around anymore, so that's fantastic. Our marriage has never been better.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, here's the.
Life
Wow.
throws you curve.
Here is the.
There's our map.
Looks like a map of Texas.
Yeah, isn't this the map of yours, right? This is the map you guys took, right? Isn't this yours?
Yeah, that's the map.
Yes. So this is the map. This is the route. This is insane. That's amazing. Well done. That's crazy. Oh yeah, I saw you. Look at you
We
all the
could've
way up
flown
there.
into Chicago.
Look, that smiley up top there. That's mine right there.
Yeah.
That's mine. Yeah.
There's at least
you're in the middle
one
there,
cache.
Canada.
Emma,
That's Michigan.
what's it? That's not. No. The top. The top of Illinois. Did you go into Wisconsin?
Top left.
I can't-
Number
Wisconsin, yeah, that's Wisconsin.
right.
Oh.
Yeah.
6, I think.
Then
Oh,
it's you.
Oh, that's Wisconsin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We still have that bison tube.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done. All right, I got to get to these other phone calls. Thank
We
you
love you
guys.
guys.
We'll talk to you
Thank you.
soon. Thank you so much for
Thanks
calling
for
in.
taking our call.
No worries. Talk to you. Bye bye. Replace the bison tube. Really nice. Real nice. All right, we have got Spatula 6. Hello. I don't know where you're from because Jesse didn't write it down.
It's there, Scott, if you read it.
And
Oh, Canada.
This is a web call, so it looks
Oh, I love the web calls. Wait, Jesse
information
froze.
is there, and I didn't have to do anything.
I-
Self-screening.
Oh, okay. Hello.
no, hello.
Hello.
How are you all?
Good. How are you?
All right. I'm pretty good. I'm up late tonight, but I really thought that this was a good road trip. So I definitely wanted to stay up to listen to the show live.
I appreciate that.
So this was a road trip that we took only about 3 weeks ago. I've got a good friend who I've been caching with for several years now, and whenever we go out, it's always for a fun road trip. But we happened to take probably our most epic one about 3 weeks ago. It was her 40th birthday. So we knew we were going to be doing something really fun, and it was obviously going to involve geocaching. So we decided that since coronavirus hit out here, a friend of ours who is a moderate cacher was a province away, and we were unable to see her up until about a month ago when they opened up this something they call the Atlantic bubble, where we can go between the provinces and not have to self-isolate for 14 days when you get there.
Oh, is that how you guys are doing it?
We knew we
Is
were
that how-
decided we were going to go.
That's how Canada's doing
That's
it?
how we're doing it.
okay.
Yeah, that's how we're kind of keeping safe.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
provinces, all provinces.
I'm in Nova Scotia, and
Go ahead.
not all provinces, just in
Oh.
Atlantic Canada.
Oh.
And yeah, so we're in Nova Scotia, and up until just last week, we had no cases, but now we have 4 from people who came from the United States, and they decided to come here.
Damn Yankees.
So
You're welcome.
we kind of jumped in my minivan, which we call the party bus. We grabbed it.
Sorry, I'm singing the national anthem.
We grabbed another 2.
Go ahead.
no
Go ahead. Go
problem.
ahead.
Yes, we. Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so we jumped in my Grand Caravan, which we dubbed the party bus, grabbed 2 other muggles who have now joined geocaching,
Nice.
and we took it was only a 3.5-hour drive up to Prince Edward Island, but that wasn't even part of it. We decided to go on a big road trip the next day, and because it was her 40th birthday, we decided to find 40 caches, which I know isn't a tremendous amount, but we decided to do 1 shot each cache we found.
Oh my God.
As we went on, it progressively got more fun.
Wait, was there?
She has
I hope you had a designated driver.
They don't do that in Canada. That's okay. They don't have to. They can hold their liquor, unlike us.
one of my caching friends is sober, so
Oh
she
my
did not
God.
partake. And every time we found a cache, we crossed off. It got a little much, so after 20, we did go and take a nap, and then we
20
went back to
shots?
find the other 20. And so we did our 40 shots, celebrated her birthday, and got 2 new cachers on board who have since signed up.
Okay, this could be
It was
like
quite fun.
This could be like 20 shots of water. 20 shots of what? Rowan?
Yeah.
What are we talking about here?
Okay.
What is it?
So it was a mixed drink, and the first picture that I do have is my friend mixing our drinks at 8:20 in the morning. It was oh gosh, what was it? I don't know. She made it up. There was some cranberry juice. There was a full bottle of peach schnapps. I mean, it wasn't like 40% each shot. I'll be honest, but
Okay.
still, it was probably the equivalent of about 6 or 7 drinks total. And her and I did the complete 40 shots. We were fit for the pit at the end, but we finished off the night with a glass of wine, and we still went off the next morning and found some lab caches and a few other things around the area. So
Romeo,
it was a great time.
Romeo, you an alcoholic? You could one time. You're an alcoholic.
No, I'm not. I'm not. When I
You took 40 shots and you got up the next day and went caching, Romy. I would be dead.
It was the
dead.
funnest road trip. My husband was at home and he was like, I just want the texts and the pictures, please. I want drunk texts. So it was quite fun.
At least it wasn't tequila.
And it was
so.
a road trip.
I mean, were you hammered or were you completely blitzed? Let's put it that way. Were you like totally hammered?
I was pretty hammered. We were still conscious. Well, other than the midday, but then we went right back out again and continued on. So we did have a 3-hour break just over up to midday.
Just try that. 40 shots. We'll have Aaron.
I wouldn't make it.
How many would you go in before you tap out? How many would it take?
I don't know. I guess it depends on what we're drinking.
I could probably do 10.
Yeah.
That's about it.
You could do like wine, do like, I don't know, sourpuss or something light.
Yeah.
I'm not a drinker.
We're not drinkers. I'm not in my 20s.
I'm not like a drinker. Yeah. I'm like
20 years ago, that's a different story.
I'm not.
Yeah, I drink maybe 3 times a week, maybe a beer, literally one beer. I'll have a beer and then this. You guys see me drinking out of this. This is just water. That's all it is water. That's it.
So 90% of the drinking that I've done this year, people have seen me doing it here on the show.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That being said, I've been drinking a lot more
We're really
since
not
Corona.
big drinkers.
No, I've drank a lot more since Corona,
We're not
but
big
we're not
drinkers,
big drinkers.
but we do shot parties.
Wow, that is insane, and that is
Wow.
awesome. That is fantastic.
So besides a beer or two at lunch while geocaching, I've never drunk while geocaching.
Drunk geocaching. We should.
It's like I've never tried that.
We need to do live drunk geocaching.
We might need to do that.
I'm
That
in, yeah.
actually might be quite entertaining.
They become progressively harder to find, even though they're only like 1.5.
But you care less and less every time.
But you don't care anymore. That's what. Wow, that's amazing.
Oh, we didn't care. We had a lot of fun.
That's a fantastic story.
Awesome.
Romy. Thank you so much for calling in. That's good.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you
No
soon.
problem. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Talk to you soon.
Oh, that's drunk geocaching, Chad. That could be a whole topic of a show.
Yes, it could.
All right, we're coming in Virginia Beach. Hello, ST Nolan.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, man?
Hey, not too bad.
Good. What you got for me?
All right, so I got to throw the caveat out there that technically this road trip story does not involve a vehicle, well, a car at least.
That's fair. Fair enough.
So we'll toss that out there to start with.
Fair enough.
So back in 2013, I took a flight from Seattle to Anchorage and then from Anchorage up to the town formerly known as Barrow, Alaska. It's on the North Slope, Barrow, as far north you can go in the state of Alaska.
Yep.
So we get there, and we have 2 days before we have to go meet this the ship that I'm headed to. And I convinced a buddy of mine to go try to walk to the northernmost point in the U.S. and, of course, grab a couple caches along the way.
Mm-hmm.
So we're walking, and we managed to grab 2 or 3. And the last one is probably another 2 miles up the road from the last cache we found. So we get about probably within 200 yards of the final cache there, the northernmost cache in America. And we're coming over this little crest because there's like you're basically on a piece of land. You have the Arctic Ocean on one side and you have these like swamp ponds on the other.
Mm-hmm.
And we're walking over the crest and you start seeing footprints. And mind you, we haven't seen anybody else, anything at all out here since we left the town. So we're hiking out in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
And these big footprints. And we crest this ridge, and in the distance we see a polar bear.
Yeah,
and
that's what I was thinking.
Jesus Christ.
We immediately turned around and figured out why all the locals don't leave their homes without rifles.
A polar bear.
That is correct.
Okay, so you saw the polar bear, correct?
We saw the polar bear. It was between us and where that cache would be. You could see where the cache was probably hidden because, again, you're up in the Arctic tundra and there's nothing out there. So there's a little cairn over there, and you're like, that's got to be it.
So he
And,
was.
yeah,
So he
there
was.
a polar bear
He was
between
in
us and there.
between
We're
you
like,
and the.
We're going to go ahead and slowly walk backwards.
You're not, did you say no to the cache, or did you like, no, we'll get this. We'll get this.
Oh no, we said no to the cache.
Okay.
I'm not going to mess with the polar bear.
Because I know me and Cody Dog would like debate for like 10 minutes. We're like, we think we can get this, right? We can just go around this bear, right? We can probably do it.
Well, my buddy was a muggle, so like he was more humoring than going at all. And then, it was one of those things where it's like, do I want this on my gravestone? Died getting a geocache getting mauled by a polar bear. I think there's probably a better way.
It'd be a fantastic story. What a way to go. And all your friends would be like, dude, I have a friend that was killed by a polar bear, for Christ's sake. All your friends would win bar stories. Yeah. All right. So is that it? Just the polar? You saw the polar bear? You didn't go pet him?
That's it.
You didn't go pet him?
No.
He didn't want to feed the polar bear.
We spent 3 days in this town where the only paved road was the runway that we landed on, and we found out that a bottle of Coca-Cola cost you $12 there for a little one that you get at a gas station. It was an experience.
So Jesse,
Holy cow.
Jesse,
Mm-hmm.
me and you are, okay, I'm going to do two scenarios. Me and Cody are in Alaska, and me and you are in Alaska. There's a polar bear between me and a cache.
Mm-hmm.
Me and you, are we getting the cache?
No.
Me and Cody, are we getting the cache?
Probably.
See? That's the way it works. This is why I don't catch with Cody anymore, because we almost died way too many times.
Yeah.
Chad, would you go get it? What would you do?
No. At that point, so I went to the map and I saw the strip of land there. It's like there's no way effectively around it. And so, no, at that point, I'd be like, yeah, it's time to hike back. Sorry. If I could get around it, I thought I could get around it.
Away from it, we were sitting there strategizing. We're like, well, the only place we can go is there's the town football field in Barrow, Alaska, is on this little tiny inland. Like, well, we can go onto the football field and like try to climb the bleachers, but I don't know if that's gonna evade us very long.
All right.
All right, man. Thank you so much for calling in, man. We appreciate it. Good luck.
All right. It's a pleasure talking to you guys. Have a good one.
Bye-bye. I don't know. Polar bear. I think we'd make it work. Like one person amuses the bear. The other one goes around. He's got, get his attention. You don't want him to chase you. You just want his attention. Like a boo, boo. Do something like that. Make him look.
No, any animal that is 1.5, 2 times as tall as I am and about 5 times my weight, no, it's time to go back.
But Chad, do you leave that cache? You will never even get close to that cache again.
But I've got a story. Got a story.
You know what's a better story? Getting the cache and outwitting the polar bear is a better story, Chad.
You know what's the worst story? Not getting the cache and being eaten by a polar bear.
Yeah. All right, we got the undercacher. My favorite's the undercacher, an old school listener. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How you guys doing?
I'm doing well, man. So
can you hear me all right?
I hear you fine. So we don't swear on this show, right? The Chicago Geocacher podcast, we swear on that show. This show, we don't swear on. Right? This is a PG.
I know. All the swearing today, my poor virgin ears can hardly handle it.
The old show.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a lot. I've been listening to you for like ever. So
you've been listening.
When your podcast pops up.
You've been listening.
Podcast pops up. I put that one on the top of the list to listen to.
Thanks. You've been listening. I've been taking your emails and phone calls since like 2009. That's how long you've been listening to me.
Yeah, that's when I started. Yeah.
Yeah. Long time you've been listening to my voice, and we've actually met. We've actually met in Minnesota. We have.
Yeah, we did. Yes. We did. We broke pizza bread.
Yes, we did. We broke pizza bread. Yes. Yes.
Right. Yeah. So my story is not so much cash related as experience related.
Okay.
you probably remember I love Route 66, which
Yes.
starts in your beloved city, Chicago,
Yes, it does.
and goes east. And when I do road trips, I really don't have a plan in terms of where I'm staying that night. Because road tripping and geocaching from Chicago to LA, you can't really time it all that well. So, so when it comes to doing hotels or motels, when it gets close to dinner time, that's when I kind of get on the app and try to find a motel. And it's a crapshoot. And I've had it, and I've come up short a couple times. One hotel story was so bad. I was there with my girlfriend. We got as far as St. Louis from Chicago. Got a room. I sat down at the foot of the bed, and one of the legs is missing from the end of the bed, and I almost tumbled over.
Oh boy!
Yeah. We got another room, and it was right next to 4 people that were hanging out smoking cigarettes, and you could just tell that they've been there long term.
They've been there for like
some
days.
people stay at these hotels long term, and so their story is sort of towards the end, but I have to bring that detail up first. And then so we get a room, and it smelled like they had mold problems, and it smelled like they were using chemicals to try to treat the mold problems, and it still smelled like the mold was winning. So, but, we got used to it pretty quickly, so we could barely smell it towards the end of the evening. And then it was just bare bones, no pictures. If there's anything that was takeable, I think somebody took it. And the next morning, we're just talking about what a crappy place this was. The next morning, I go take a shower. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm taking a shower. I step out of the shower, and I see something in the corner, and it looks red. And it's white tile, and I'm trying to look, and can't really see too well, so I bend over to take a look at it. And a mushroom is growing out of the corner of the bathroom. So it's just like, did we get a vegan room? It was just, so it was just like,
oh my god,
it was probably the worst one. But I tell you what, road trips, I love them, but it's a crapshoot with the hotels.
Oh, of course. Oh yes. So I remember when you took that trip. You took a trip 2 or 3 years ago, correct? Has it been something like that?
Yeah, I did it in pieces.
I remember
because road tripping, there's a lot of geocaches on Route 66.
Right. Yes.
And a lot of them are titled Route 66. It's like, okay, I feel obligated to have to get this one. But if it was a hard cache you couldn't find it, if I had to spend more than 10 minutes looking for it, then I'd give up on it. But
right.
God bless the geocaches out there for making most of them really easy. The iconic spots that you want to stop and take pictures, do photo ops and stuff like that. Geocaches replace caches there.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's I love our geocaching community.
Yeah.
They especially like putting them by special places so you can see stuff. But
I remember on
so
social. I remember on social media you had a follow me thing, and when you were taking the trip. I remember you were posting pictures every night or every day or every couple of days. I remember.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're posting a bunch. And then did you do something on a blog or something like that? Did you do something like that or some kind of?
I did a crappy blog.
Yes. I see. I do remember.
I started a crappy blog.
I remember. Yes.
Even did some videos on YouTube so I could just
that's right.
attach them to the blog and stuff like that.
Yes. See, I pay attention.
But we did end up finishing it. It took us 3 years, but we did end up finishing Route 66.
Okay, so you didn't do it in one shot.
ETE Highway.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, I did it once going east to west.
You did what? I'm sorry.
So, but I leave in a week, and for a road trip, I got 3 weeks off.
Oh my God.
You're talking about the ET Highway.
Yeah.
Guess where I'm going?
You going to ET Highway?
The ET Highway.
Nice.
Yeah. But I'm going to have my daughter with me, and I know she doesn't have patience for the power trail. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go for the favorited caches. because there's a lot of caches around the ET highway, and some of them take you to like abandoned mine towns, I guess you could say.
Right.
So you might be able to wander off into some mine tunnels.
Oh, have fun with that.
So there's some deserted towns around there. So I'm like excited about that.
Well, good luck with that.
So, but I'm going to go for the favorite because I'm not going to power trail that.
Sure. We got to go to that one. Remember that one person got stuck in the sand? Well, no, they got stuck in the snow. Remember a couple weeks ago, you had that person who went off.
Yeah, stuck in the desert.
Yeah, the snow going for the off trail, the ET highway.
Oh yeah.
And they got stuck in the snow, and everybody was amazed because I'm like, it snows in the desert, and we're like, yeah, you didn't know that?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a moron. I don't know it snows in the desert. Sorry, I guess I'm the idiot. Yes. So, all right, Undercasher.
It's an interesting terrain.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I mean, we're suburbanites. I mean, it's just like we got the trees and the bushes all in order, and
I know.
Now we're going to go in the desert and hope there's no snakes or scorpions.
Dude, I live in Illinois.
Mushrooms growing out in the back.
I don't even have hills. I live in Illinois. I live in flatland. My road goes up 10 degrees. I'm huffing and puffing. Flatland.
That's true.
I'm oh god, we got to stop. 10 degrees.
Trust me, I know what that is. A hill in Houston is an overpass.
So, all right, buddy. Thanks so much for calling in, man. Be good. Be well.
All right, you guys have a great night.
All right, talk to you.
Yeah, I come out here and it's like, I got to climb what?
All right, we got one more to end the night. We got El Rojo ending the night. El Rojo, hello, sir.
How you guys?
How you doing, man?
Good. So I'm trying to find more info on this road trip because I took it when I was a geocaching rookie. The year was 2007. I started geocaching in August 2006. A guy here local, his name is Hedge. He started a redneck road race, travel bug race. And it's little homies characters, but rednecks. And mine was Flea Market Fred, El Rojo 14's Flea Market Fred. And he publishes this road race, and you get bonus points for taking them to these redneck named caches like in Florida and all sorts of weird places. Well, it just happens he publishes this race, and I'm going to drive across the country and geocache in July of 2007. My wife's father's from Tonawanda, New York, by Buffalo, and she wants to go with her dad and fly back to his 35th class reunion. And I've always wanted to drive across the country, so I'm like, well, I'm going to drive out there and I'll pick you up. So I left Taft, I think, on a Saturday morning.
This is
and
California.
I was supposed to pick my wife up in Buffalo, New York on a Thursday morning at 11 o'clock. And so kind of like some of our other callers have said, it's hard to plan a cache trip out because you always fall behind.
Sure.
So I was supposed to be in South Carolina on Wednesday morning and drive to Cleveland, Ohio. So I took the 10 across on the south end. So I'm going from California to Buffalo, New York, but I'm going through Florida because I'm a geocacher now, and I want to get a geocache in all those states.
Yeah, Jesse can totally relate to that.
What? Me? What? I don't drive us 3 hours out of the way just for a new
supposed
state.
to be in South Carolina that morning, and I wake up in Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh,
So
no.
I'm behind. and I'm thinking, okay, I'm supposed to get to Cleveland, Ohio tonight, so let's give it a shot. So I wake up, I probably leave around 6 in the morning, and I find a cache, and I cut up through the middle, through West Virginia and some of those areas. I'd have to go look at the interstate. And I'm heading to Cleveland. Well, I even stopped because I didn't rent a car for this, which I should have.
Oh, my God. You drove your car?
Took our Mazda 3.
Oh.
And I had to get the oil changed in the middle of the trip.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I stopped in Charleston, Charlottesville. Is that North Carolina?
Charlottesville's North Carolina.
I forget.
think.
But basically, I stopped and get the oil changed in the middle of the trip. And that puts me back 2 hours because it took forever to get the oil changed on this thing.
Right.
And I'm basically making my way up through the Appalachians. And moving along. And at some point in the middle of this day, I realized, I don't know how long it's going to take to get from Cleveland to Buffalo. Like, the map says 3 hours, but I don't know how long this thing's going to take. So, you know what? I might as well just go all the way to Buffalo tonight. So I ended up driving by myself from Jacksonville, Florida to Buffalo, New York in one day. And I basically went 1,097 miles.
Yeah.
And it took 20 hours.
Yeah, that's a 15.5-hour drive without geocaching and stopping to change your oil.
Yeah. Well, and see, here's the thing. I wasn't stopping. I actually only found one cache in every state that day except Ohio. Actually, according to my logs, it looks like I found Ohio after midnight. So I wasn't power caching. I was just finding one cache
I think, like,
in each state.
if I was alone, maybe I'd have a shot at that. I don't think I could do it with Jesse. 20 hours, just 1,000 miles. And
I could do it.
What did we do? To
Which
West
one?
Virginia. To West Virginia.
19? I don't remember. I mean, we didn't get into West Virginia until like 1 a.m, but that was because the helicopter landed on the interstate and stopped us for 2 hours.
That's a whole different story. But that was a long trip. And
that was a very long day.
Yeah. Wow, that's insane, dude.
Overall, it was 17 days I was gone.
Wow.
And I think I'm trying to look for my stats. I don't see them anywhere. I think I did about 8,000 miles. From
on your car. On your car. You put that on your car.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Which now I'm smart now.
But, of course.
Yeah, Buffalo, when you're a new cacher, you don't know to rent a car.
New York. Yeah. Oh yeah. We went from Buffalo to New York City, watched a show, then drove up to Boston, and then we came home from Boston all the way across the north end, and then dipped through all those Midwestern states, dipped into Michigan, Nebraska, and came back through Yellowstone, and then back down the 15 through Utah and Vegas, and back to Southern California.
And cash.
So it was 17 days. It was somewhere in, I think it was Jackson Hole, is when my wife got out of the car and said, "I'm calling my parents to come get me, and we're done. Like, this is over."
What, the marriage or just the road trip?
Soft skills. Both, probably. But I was able to get her back in the car, and we did finish the trip, and we're still married today. So
You just did a huge trip. You just came to my house like last week or 2 weeks ago. You did a long trip. That was a big one.
And that one actually went real smooth. We didn't have any blow ups in this last trip, did we, dear? No, we actually did pretty good on this last one. So we must be getting used to each other
after all these years.
That's true. She's saying she wasn't a navigator with a laptop in her lap. So this is 2007. So I basically had this laptop that I plugged my GPS into. I must have an Explorist, I think. Or I might even have a standalone unit that made my laptop the GPS, and that's how we navigated.
Yeah. You see, if you would have done that trip in 2017, it would have taken you 3 years because there would have been caches all along that route. That your head would have exploded if you passed.
Well, I would have done counties.
Yeah,
I would have done counties.
You would have 3 months.
So here's the crappy thing about this story is, so I wake up in Florida, and I hit Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio, and I don't get New York until like 2 a.m, I think, or maybe even the next morning. That's only 6 states, and all these challenges are 7 states east of the Mississippi in a day.
That's there.
And I would have had 7 states, but when I woke up in Florida that morning, I didn't find a cache before I left.
Oh no!
Always do that.
I was.
So I actually did get my 7 states when I flew back to do my graduation in Nebraska in December before the Rona stopped everything. I did get 7 states, so I finally did accomplish that.
Yeah, I was on a trip that I got 6 coming back from Florida, and it's like there isn't a 7th state coming back from Florida to Texas when I was living there, and it's like
Yeah, Jesse and I always learn if we take a road trip, we always get a cache in Illinois to start. Like you always get that.
Mhm.
Take that first Illinois
Yep.
dip. Yep,
Mhm.
always.
Now it's like one of these days I'm going to make a trip to the Northeast, and then I'm going to do a big trip.
Yeah, that big Dr. Shoop. Yep.
Yeah.
That was our Thanksgiving this year. We were going to East Coast. Shink, to all the what was it? Just the
New England.
New England. Hit all those. Just ding 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 ding. Yeah, damn Rona.
How many states are you guys at?
I think I have 25 or 26. Jesse, how many do you have?
I think we have like the same number but different states.
Different states. Yeah, right. Yeah, because I have states that she has, and she's been out. I haven't been out west. I haven't cashed. Let me rephrase it. I haven't cashed out west where Jesse has. So
I've got 30.
but I've gotten some. I've gotten, I think, New York and New Jersey. Jesse, you don't have those, do you? No, I have New York. You don't have.
I don't have New York.
Right, I've got that. I've got
Right.
Pennsylvania.
And I don't have Colorado.
I have Colorado, and I have Wyoming.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah.
My Colorado is kind of weak. I just got the airport one at the airport. I kind of probably ought to find actual real cash. And,
I was in Denver for a day. Cashed a ton in Denver.
yeah,
I
same
think,
here. over layover.
yeah. I just got the Earth cache in Colorado.
What'd you say?
I said, okay.
Yeah, what were you saying?
Jay, what were you
I was saying I also just had the Earth cache from the Colorado airport.
Yeah. I wonder how many people that's their only Colorado cache.
Yeah, same with Illinois at O'Hare.
what I'm gonna
There's
do
the
now, but I got-
virtual.
Yeah. O'Hare's got that virtual in the. I think it was United, isn't it?
Yeah.
United,
It's in the United terminal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that in 2010, I think, when I flew back to Buffalo.
There you go,
I got that
Rojo.
one.
There you go. Ken Anderson. We have a challenge for 6 states in a day west of the Mississippi. There you go. There it is. There's your challenge.
That one is the tough one.
6 in a day west of the Mississippi, Scott.
Wow.
Oh.
So if I
That's
do
tough.
that, I would fly into Nebraska and then go up to North Dakota, then go east to Minnesota, then come down to Iowa, because that's a big chunk of the states that I don't have in a big area.
Yeah, but it's funny because Jesse and I don't have. Well, we don't have Minnesota, North Dakota, South Dakota. So
We have Minnesota.
Oh, we do have Minnesota now.
We've
Right,
been to
yeah.
Minnesota.
We were going to do that little like bloop. You hit each corner of the
Mhm.
Dakotas and then just come right back. I'm trying to do it in a weekend. So you got to the hard part is driving to Minnesota. That's like the 5 hours or 5-6 hours.
Oh gosh, more than that.
To Minnesota?
From here to Minneapolis is
Well, Minneapolis, yes.
7 hours ish.
Winona was 5.5 from here. But then
Mhm.
Winona was the tippy top. I mean, I'm sorry, the bottom of it. It was like the
Right, just over the border.
All right, El Rojo. Thank you, sir. Good luck. Well done, sir. I can't believe you put those miles
Thank
on
you.
I can't believe you put those miles on your own car. It's crazy. Crazy.
I know better now.
All right, we'll talk soon, buddy. Be good. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Chad.
Uh-huh.
What about you, Chad? Before we get to pick a winner here, what about you? You got a crazy road trip story?
Geez, I haven't been thinking of my road trips the whole time. I'd say the craziest one was probably coming back from Lubbock, Texas, back to Houston, which is normally a 9.5-hour drive. It took us about 17 hours. Got a bunch of counties in Texas, and at one point I was literally climbing. It's a wall, but it's like you got 4 feet up, and then you got like a 2-foot ledge, 4 feet up, and then the 2-foot ledge, and if you fall, you're gonna be boom, 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 boom. And I was about 200 foot up while the cacher that I was with was down working on the earth cache, and I needed this I don't know, some weird DT like a 3.5, 4.5. And so I went off on my own to go get this. I told him which cache I was going after, and I realized when I'm up there looking down and thinking about how in the heck do I get back down, it's like, I could easily die doing this.
I can easily die.
But no alcohol was involved.
What about you, Jesse Brown?
I think my craziest road trip story was with you when we went to, huh?
Shocking, you were with me.
Yeah, right. Big surprise. When we went to Alabama for the GPS maze exhibit, and we decided to qualify for that crazy road trip. And I know we've talked about it on the show before, but in case you don't know what I'm referring to, there's a challenge here in Illinois where you have to find 2 caches in 7 different states in 1 calendar day. One of those states has to be Illinois. One of those states has to be west of the Mississippi. And of those 14 caches, you have to include 6 different icons, and each icon has to be in a different state.
Did you get all that, Chad?
Did you get all that?
Yep.
That was an insane trip. And it was just incredibly memorable. That was the trip that I almost died when the tree fell where I had been standing 5 seconds earlier. And
Ooh.
we met a man who was canoeing the Mississippi River.
Yes.
He was very interesting to talk to, and it was just a very interesting trip.
Was that the trip, Jess? Hold on. Is that the trip? No, wait. Is this the trip, or is it the trip to West Virginia and it was overnight? I think in Kentucky or Tennessee. When I can't remember where we stayed on that trip. Where? Oh no, wait. No, this was the trip.
Are you getting your trips all mixed up?
I am. The trip when we went to Mingo.
That was to Nebraska. That was when we went out to GeoCoin Fest in Nebraska.
Right. And okay, so was that the one where is that the hotel with the shooting? This is my favorite. This is my favorite.
Oh
story.
no, that was in Alabama.
Is that Alabama?
With the hotel?
Yeah, the hotel. So speaking of a hotel story, guys, real quick. So I think I might have told the story on the show before, and I apologize if I told it before. But so we're in Alabama. We're dog tired. We've been driving for like 17 hours. We're exhausted, and it's just unbeknownst to us, it's not a very good neighborhood in Alabama. But we're near where we need to be, and we just want to go to bed. Remember, Jess? I was like, "Do you guys serve breakfast?"
Our breakfast was like prepackaged sticky buns, generic even, not even like the little Debbie's or whatever.
Yeah, sticky buns. So Jesse, you tell the story because I'm sleeping.
It was really my story.
Yeah,
you were
I'm
sound asleep. You had no idea what was happening.
Go ahead, Jess. Tell your story.
So we go to sleep. We get in, and I mean, it was like 1:00 in the morning by the time we actually got to the hotel. So of course it's pitch black. We can't really see anything. We don't really know where we are, and it's a motel where we're staying. And so we fall asleep, and it was like this motel room was like so bad that I didn't even want to take my shoes off. In fact, I don't think I took my socks off the whole time. Like it was just.
I think there was mouse poop in the.
I think there was mouse poop in the bathroom, like in the corners of the bathroom. It was that kind of place, right?
My wife would have said, "We're out of here."
Yeah. Well, I was too tired. Like at that point, I was like,
No.
"It's a bed. I don't care. I have to lay down and sleep." And so I fell asleep, but then I was awakened to hear yelling and screaming, and I don't know what was going on, and I'm laying there trying not to move and trying to listen, and it sounds to me like there's police activity happening outside of the door, and I'm thinking, oh my God, there's like a drug bust in the room next door. We are going to get shot. We're in the wrong place, wrong time. This is insane. And I don't know what to do. Do I wake up Scott? I don't want to make any sound. I don't want to get involved in whatever's happening outside the door. And so I just laid there and I listened. And it wasn't stopping at this yelling and whatever's happening. And so I just laid there and I listened for, I don't know, it seemed like a really long time. It probably was only 4 or 5 minutes. And then suddenly I started hearing music. And I thought, well, that's very strange. They usually don't play music when they arrest the bad guy, right? So I got up.
Movies.
Right. Well, right. I got up and walked over closer to the door, which was also close to the shared wall. And I realized it's the room next door watching television.
Oh.
So, yeah. I was very scared.
That's my wife. Scared of the TV. That's my wife.
That's when you start banging on the wall. Turn that
down.
I stopped from saying it.
There's my wife. Yes.
Yep.
But she didn't. For the record, she didn't wake me up, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
She remember going, "We're
Well, I
going
didn't
to
want you to
Congress."
go out and get involved like you would with the polar bear. You know, I mean, we know you would do that.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So and that's honestly that's my favorite story that we have. That one, and the trip to West Virginia where we had to stop in every state, and then we're almost there, and we're literally 10 minutes from our father's house, Chad, and traffic comes to a grinding halt for 2 hours because a helicopter lands on the expressway. I just want to go to bed. And a helicopter stops on the expressway. So much, Chad, that you could literally get out. We literally got out of the car and
Oh, yeah.
conversed with the people around.
Oh yeah,
us.
we got to
Yeah.
know all the people in the
whole
cars
people
around us.
around us, like, got out of the car and just walked around.
I've had that experience a few times.
I
Not
was-
while geocaching, but yeah.
I was so exhausted. Okay. That being said, here we go, Chaz. Okay, guys, chat room. Here we go. Merlin, 24 hours, 64 caches with 3 guys. Kara Killer, Stuck in the Snow. Joyful Nomads, 42 hours, no sleep. Spatula 6, 40th birthday shots. ST Nolan, the Polar Bear between the cache. Under Cacher, Route 66 caching. El Rojo 14, Florida, New York in 1 day. Chad, I'm going to write down my top 3.
Okay.
Okay, that's one of them. I'm gonna go. And I'm going to go this one. Okay, I've got my top 3, Chad. Let me know when you have your top 3.
I got my top 2. Trying to figure out the third. I'm gonna go.
more.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, my top 3, Chad.
Mhm.
My list is Spatula 6 with the 40 shots. I've got Merlin with the 24 hours and 64 caches. And I have got El Rojo with the Florida, New York in 1 day. Because anybody who could do stuff like that is just amazing to me. That much driving. So,
Okay. Well, we got one in common.
What do you got?
So, Spatula 6 with 40 shots on a day. Joyful Nomad with 42 hours, no sleep. And ST Nolan with the Polar Bear between the cache.
Wow, we're usually pretty on par with each other.
I
We
know.
are way off. All right, let's see what the room says, guys. Let us know. What do you think, Jesse? Can you keep a check on the room here to try and do geocaching divorce? No, unfortunately, geocaching divorce is ineligible. But goddamn, that's a great story. What are you looking at, Jess?
I'm texting my son. He needs to go to bed. He has the first day of school tomorrow. Okay. He has to get up early and move from his bed to his desk. It's a big day.
See, it looks like the audience members are liking the ones that I was agreeing with better than the ones that you were agreeing with.
All right, we got in the chat room. We got 40 shots, 42 hours no sleep. Polar Bear, 40th birthday shots. Polar Bear, geocaching divorce, not eligible. Polar Bear, 40 shots, shots.
Okay, so shots, polar, and what's the other one?
42 hours with no sleep.
42 hours. Okay, so give me it again. What'd you say?
All right.
Go ahead.
Shots, 42 hours. Polar Bear, shots. Polar Bear, Polar Bear, Polar Bear, shots. Shots.
Is that it?
So far.
I'm a shot, so I'm gonna add one more to that. And Chad is a polar bear. Are you a polar bear?
Well, I was shots 42. Shots 42 and polar bear. So I was basically with what our chat room's saying.
Polar bear. Okay, so I'll give it one more second. Anybody else want to vote? I'm gonna give you 10 more seconds to vote. Only if you haven't voted yet. If you haven't voted yet, then you can vote. Because technically, Chad's. I put you on the polar bear, Chad. I put you on the shots, and the 42 you also voted for, or no?
Yep.
Yes. Okay. So it looks like Shots has it.
Yeah, I think Shots has it.
All right.
And that was my number one.
Okay. Yeah, that was my number one too. That was the first one I wrote down was the Shots. There you go. So, all right, there you go. Shots wins it. All right, so that means congratulations to Spatula 6. Congratulations, you have won. If just you know if we have her address.
I do.
You can check or you do. We have her.
No, we do have it.
Oh, okay. All right, we will send you. I will send you your path tag ASAP, and we will talk to again. Everybody gets a prize. Thank you to Practical Geocaching. You are amazing and awesome. Thank you so much for supplying the prizes for everybody who called in tonight. So thank you so much. So Special 6, you'll be getting something either from us or from Practical Geocaching, depending on because I know it's in Canada and I know they are having issues going to Canada. So let's see what he says. If not, trust me, we will send you something extra special from the GCPC prize closet if we can't send you one from the Practical Geocaching prize closet. So we'll see what we can do. But all right, guys. So that being said, congratulations, Bachelor 6 out of Canada. That might be our first. Is that our first international winner, Jess? I think that.
I don't know. I don't keep history here. I delete my notes when I.
I think that might be our first international.
Might be.
Congratulations to that.
Hey.
Well done, Chad, next week. Two things about next week, Chad. First off, we may have I might have a playoff game next week.
We might have 2 playoff games.
I have 2 playoff games next week. So next week might not be happening. We might be off next week. But if we are on next week, guys, geocaching with Muggles, Chad, is the topic for next week. Everybody does it. I hear people talking about it all the time. I don't do it that much, so I don't have much to say here. So I expect a lot of phone calls, people talking about it, because I don't, really know that much about it. I've never really geocached with a Muggle except my kids. I know Chad's got a wife who's a Muggle, so that helps. So geocaching with Muggles, guys. That's if it's not next week, it'll be the week after. I will, of course, keep you guys informed on social media whether or not the show. It may happen. I mean, the games might be early. And
We should know. We should know by Monday, I would think.
Yeah. So
if we have games on Wednesday.
So you guys know. If not, it'll be the next week. We haven't. When's the last time we took a week off of this show?
Probably the last time there were playoffs.
No, we would do.
We haven't.
No, we would do a. We would do a.
A throwback.
Yeah, we do a throwback where we went.
All right.
So yeah, it's been a while since we probably mid 2018 when Andy was still the host. Probably last time we took a week off.
Yeah.
I think. So we made it. Hey, you know what? Guess what? We may not even because everything might turn out okay. So we'll let you guys know via social media, probably Facebook. So follow us on Facebook if you don't. But geocaching with Muggles will be the next topic of the show. So congratulations to Spatula 6. Well done. 40 shots. She actually sent me a picture, Jess, while I was where's my phone? She did something. Wait, you guys want to see a picture of her?
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry. Crap face. Hold on a second then. I gotta go to the Gmail. Hold on a second.
Inebriated.
Let's see. Romy, I'm totally showing this on air. It's your own fault.
Hide her
she says
hide her email address if you just show the
me.
picture.
I believe this is shot 18 is what she says. 18. Oh my goodness. All right, this is shot 18. Let's see if I might have to pull it up on this one. Hold on. Okay. How the heck do I even do this? How do I share my screen?
Share screen in the bottom,
at the bottom
center.
yeah.
Okay. This one. Okay, here we go. You ready? There you go. That's shot 18, she says. So, thank you, Special.
Oh, nice shirt.
Oh my God, nice shirt, by the way. Wow, I did not even notice that. Nice shirt, by the way. That's a GCPC shirt. Well done.
Yep.
So thank you so much. Well done. We will get you your prize and your path tag very, very soon. Thank you so much. And all right, guys. So next week or the week after, it will be geocaching with Muggles. Other than that, guys, be safe and be well. This Saturday, though, we will be recording, and plenty of swearing will be going on. So it's not the GCPC. There is a room open, so we can do that as well. We get other stuff to talk about. So join us this Saturday at what time is it? 8:00 Chicago time for the Antisocial Club, the Saturday Night Antisocial Club, episode number 21. Jess, 21. All right, guys, let's close the show. We will see you guys next week. So here we go. Let's give me this. There we go. I don't know my show notes. I got a picture of Romy in front of me. All right, please join us again next week or every Wednesday night at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The archived video versions of our podcasts are available on your website or on our favorite YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available on your favorite podcast. If you like the show, please head on over to Apple iTunes and rate, review, and subscribe. We really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. Because when we get bad reviews, it brings the stars down because we barely swear. If you prefer to watch the show, make sure you click the subscribe or get notified buttons. They'll know exactly when we go live. Let's turn that music down. And hey, if you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $3, you will get a ton of additional information, extra video, extra audio, only available to our patron members. Please head over to patreon.com today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/The Geocaching Podcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cashly, Logwork, FDF Geocacher Magazine, the Max Suds Body Company, Practical Geocaching, Artcrafted, and PathTags.com. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, tell them the GCPC sent you. And you know, guys, when you tell them, they tell us. I get messages from our sponsors when you guys say, hey, I heard you on the show. So let them know you heard from us. We appreciate it very much. That's all we got this week. So we'll see you guys next week, talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones. We'll talk to you next week. All right, we are clear. We are clear. What is this? Any special topics? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Rich says, any special topics? What am I? Okay. Yes, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
We're late. It's like 10:10.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you everybody on Saturday night for the Antisocial Club. And we'll let you know what's happening next week, guys. So what's wrong, Jess?
Well, I'm just trying to remember. We have like 3 games on Saturday. What time's the latest game? Are we going to make it back by
4
8?
o'clock. 4 o'clock.
Oh, okay. It's 4 o'clock. All right, good.
Yeah, Chad, my 9-year-old has 3 games on Saturday.
We have, between Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have 10 baseball games. Maybe more, because we haven't figured out if there's more games in the tournament that we don't know about yet.
So, Jesse, Nate called me.
Okay.
He just talked me into the Tuesday Wisconsin Fall Ball League. You don't even know about that, do you? You don't even know about that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
My ex-wife called me earlier today. She's like, they're trying to get us to sign up the Bearcat team, Shane's travel team, for a fall ball team in Salem, right over the border in Salem, Wisconsin, or Salem Lakes, Wisconsin. So Paddock Lake.
Okay.
And I'm like, it's 45 minutes away. You know, it's Tuesday nights at like either 7:45 or 5:45. And I'm like, I don't know. Then Nate calls me on the phone during the podcast. I had to walk away.
I wondered who you were talking to.
Yeah, I was talking to Nate, and he's like, we're all doing it. I'm like, fine. So I'm only hoping that people are going to say no, because I can't say no, because if I say no, then that looks good. That looks poorly on my child, and I don't want to look poorly on my child to his new coach because Nate is Chad. Shane made the 10U team, the travel team. He made the team for next year, and that was his coach. And I don't want to look bad. You know, I don't want to negative my son because he didn't want to play fall ball in Wisconsin Tuesday nights for 8 or 9 weeks, Jesse. 8 or 9.
Have fun with that.
Meanwhile, Chad, he's already playing fall ball double headers every Sunday in the fall. I hate
that's what we get for encouraging our children to.
That they're good at baseball. I hate it. It drives me crazy. All right, guys. At least it's not Wednesdays. Look at it this way, Jess. At least it's not Wednesday.
At least it's not Wednesdays. You get to go to the games now. You don't have an excuse not to go.
To what games?
To his games on Tuesdays.
Well, I could. It's in Wisconsin. No, because you know what? My ex-wife will make me take him, is what's going to happen.
Yes, you'll be taking him.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. All right, guys. Enough about my domestic issues. Oh, not with my wife though. I love her very much.
You better.
She's perfect. She's perfect.
So
Yeah.
El Rojo wants to know if it's smoky up here. I can see smoke up in the sky, but it doesn't have that smoky smell, and there's ash falling.
Mm.
So there's forest fires up in my area.
Oh, not more. Oh, really?
Oh yeah. So we had a bunch of heat lightning come through California last weekend, and it struck up a bunch of different forest fires around the state. So
Hmm.
All right. All right, Chad. Are you gonna be around Saturday night?
I plan on it.
So, Chad, I got Jesse. Can I tell Chad the story? Or do you want me to tell Chad the story offline?
I'm not sure which story.
About you.
Oh, we can talk about it offline.
Okay. All right, guys. Chad, hang on a second. All right, guys. We will talk to you guys on Saturday night, and be safe, be well, guys. We'll talk to you soon.